Yes, first I just want to thank the fans, thank the student section. What an electric atmosphere there at the Rock tonight. And we feed off those fans, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you for all that. Just a great win for us against a very good Marshall football team. You know, they started off the season 4-0, beat Virginia Tech, lost to NC State late, and again, a good solid team by Coach Huff. Got a lot of respect for Coach Huff and his program, but I'm very proud of our team as a whole. Anytime you get 3 turnovers, you're +3 in the turnover margin, and you don't turn the ball over on offense, you have a great chance to win the football game, and we did that tonight. So very proud, and again, we'll keep on digging.
David Ware, 24/7 Sports. Sean, do you feel like maybe the big fourth quarter you had last week helped to maybe fuel and carry it over into tonight?
Yeah, I do. And we needed something good to happen to us. And we played a lot of tough games down to the very last possession for most of the early on the season. And the fourth quarter against Southern Miss, we started getting some confidence. And again, our kids came back to work this week. You go back and look at Tuesday and Wednesday; those were work days for us. Those guys were hitting and tackling and playing great and having great practice habits. And you know, practice execution is game day reality. And they carried over to Saturday. You look at it was a long day for us. You know, we brought them over early this morning for breakfast, and we had to bring them back for a pregame meal. And our kids were ready to play. I knew when we came in right before the game, our kids were excited to play, and we told them we had to play with energy and play with passion and have the most focused team in November to have a chance to win.
You talked this week about having a full running back room again, and you managed to get everybody in the game, split the carries up pretty well. It wasn't easy running, but it was effective running. Talk a little bit about the ability to kind of change running styles with different guys in the backfield.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a hard day of running the football just because they're so big up front. They're 300 pounds plus, and their nose guard's 320. And their ends are 300, 305, and again, that's a lot to push off the line of scrimmage. So we went to, got away from the inside zone, went more to the outside zone, and a little bit of play action, and it opened some running lanes for us. I thought Coach Ponce called a great game plan to keep them off balance so that we threw the ball effectively. I thought our offensive line, after the first 2 series, settled down. The first 2 series had a lot of pressure. There on the quarterback, I thought we were playing with 4 offensive linemen at some points. And Coach Cummings did a great job of settling those guys down, and we were able to play. Joey played great. Again, this is his 9th game playing Division I football. He's getting better week in and week out. But you know, the biggest thing is our defense tonight. 3 turnovers, eliminated the run game, made him one-dimensional, and that's what you have to do to have a chance to win.
Talk a little bit about Michael Hetzel, who's a guy that doesn't get the press that some of the other guys in that position group are going to, does his work every day, comes out, has a career game tonight.
I'm very proud of Michael Hetzel. First of all, what he represents. He is the Mountaineer spirit, the App State way. Came here as a walk-on and had a chance to earn a scholarship. He's on full scholarship here now, and just the way he works every single day. Early in the season, he wasn't getting the reps, and he didn't complain. He didn't say I should be getting more playing time. But again, his play in practice made us play him, and that's what we tell our team all the time. Let your practice habits, let your practice make us play you, and we did. And whenever his number was called, he made some big time plays tonight for us.
Marcus Clark was out tonight, which is a big absence because he's a key right up front. Santana Hopper steps into that starting role, had a kind of his typical disruptive game. He's really developed in that position. Can you talk a little bit about his influence, not just tonight, but what he's developed into? Yeah,
hopefully get Marcus Clark back next week. All signs are pointing in the right direction, but he's gotten better every single day. He's gotten better. He's tough to block in practice. He's playing a lot of confidence, and once you learn the ins and outs, the right gap integrity, the correct way to slant the front, and he plays with speed. We always know he's a great football player, and just the way he continues to grow each and every day, not only in football but in his academics. He's doing great in school, and he's a great teammate right now.
Hey, Coach Clark, this is Patrick McCormick from the Watauga Democrat. Great defensive performance. Is this just keying in on what Marshall was trying to do, or is this a big turnaround point for the defensive unit as a whole?
Well, it was time for our defense to step up and make some plays, and we challenged them all week. And we said if we're +1 in the turnover battle, we'll win the football game. And fortunately, we were +3. But our kids, we've been playing tight, and that probably has a lot to do with me, of coaching that way sometimes. That's who I am, though. You want to be successful every single day at Appalachian State. And I made my mind to let those kids coach loose. I coached them loose this past week, and they played loose. And they had fun playing football. Whenever you make plays and play in front of a sold-out stadium, we're the only team in the conference that sells our stadium out week in and week out for the last 2 years. And that's important. And our fans make a major impact of how we run our program, how we play. And so, again, they played loose, they made plays, and you look on the sideline, that was different tonight. We challenged everyone on our football team who was not playing, wasn't on the travel roster, to make sure we're in the game. And our kids were jumping around, having fun, and our players fed off that.
Absolutely. How nice was it to not be in a one-possession tight contest and be a little relaxed there at the end?
Well, we came in at halftime. We told them we were down 14, so I already had my mind made up that we were down 14. But it's just the snowball effect. The defense went out there and did a great job in the first half. Our offense fed off them. We get the one turnover, went out and scored a touchdown, and that's what you have to have. And our kids are continuing to learn how to do everything right. They're not perfect. No one's perfect, but they continue to give us 100% of their effort and their focus every single day.
Sean, you have, as much as anybody knows the importance of the rivalry with Marshall. How much do you think that fed into things tonight?
Well, I do. I grew up 45 minutes from Huntington, West Virginia. I know all their history. I know about the plane crash. I know about the players that came after the plane crash. One of my best friends, Scott Ellis, his dad, Steve Ellis, was the first quarterback that came back, or the second quarterback after the plane crash. A lot of my truly great friends played at Marshall. So I know about that program, and I know what this rivalry meant in the 90s. And you were here, 94, 95, 96. Those were games for the ages in the Southern Conference. And Johnny Smith picks it off in 94. We got down there in Huntington in 95, and it's a 10-3 battle where Dexter Coakley knocks Tim's tooth out. In 96, we came here, and a guy named Randy Moss decided to play the second half, and we had nobody could cover him. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. But to have that game back is fantastic. It's great for both fan bases. It's great for both universities. It's great for each program. I'm very proud that the Sun Belt Conference and our athletic director, Doug Gillen, got this thing the right way and put them in the same conference. So very pleased. As we can celebrate it for about, 10 hours, then it's on to Georgia State.
What do you think made such a significant difference in the way your defense played tonight, particularly the fact that the secondary had obviously their best game of the year?
Well, they played with confidence, number one. I thought our defensive line got some pressure on the quarterback, and our secondary read their keys. It really starts up front to make sure you're in the right gap, and then to make sure our linebackers fit off them. And then it was time when they throw the football, and we got after the quarterback. I'm not sure how many times we sacked the quarterback, but we got a lot of pressure on him. And our kids made plays, and that's what we've been looking for. Someone had to make a play. We couldn't wait for someone else to make a play. They made a play, and again, great things happen. And when you're in the secondary, you're the hero, you're the GOAT. So there's no in between. And our kids made plays tonight, so I'm very proud of them for that.
All right. Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Go at.
All right,
Keep digging.